Okay, we're back for the final game of the day here in Broward County. Rutgers taking on the University of Georgia. You just saw the bowler slip in his run-up, so just a bit of attention being given to him. The Bulldogs winning the toss and choosing to bat first. They won their first game thanks to a splendid century from Nitish. And he's batting currently. 2 for no loss to score. The first ball was a wide from Puneet. He's running in again. Nitish on strike. Short ball. Pulled away. Straight to mid-on though. This is one of the most dynamic opening pairs in the league. Rishi was the MVP of the South. Batting magnificently well. And showing up with his bowling. And Nitish is a magnificent player in himself as well. Oh, beautiful delivery. Pitching and swinging away. And Nitish off the mark with that. Just looks to be a batter in form. Watching it carefully out of the hand. Just picking out a single into the offside. That's the first boundary of the innings. And it's off the bat of Rishi. Full ball. Good length. Don't know if he meant to get it there. Looked to be an under edge, but the keeper can't stop it, and it races to the boundary. So for 4 off his first legal delivery he's faced. Oh, guides this one into the gap again. Is this one running away too? Doesn't quite go to the boundary, but they'll come back for a couple. And looking to exploit that gap between third man and backward point. This time a lot more in control of the shot. Punched away to that third man region again for a single. So he's looking in control here, Rishi. Scoreboard's moved to 10 already. Last ball of the over from Puneet coming up. Nitish on strike. It's a good delivery on around that top of off. But well played into the leg side, and they pinch a quick single. Excellent running and a good start for the Georgia Bulldogs. It's 11 for no loss in 1. 11 for no loss in one. Pulled away. Straight to the short mid-wicket in place. Love Patel, the new bowler, into the attack. He's up against two really good batters. So it's going to be a big challenge, especially with only two fielders back outside the 30-yard circle. A bit of width. Just hit down to long off for a single. Nitish took a bit of time in that game before he exploded to score the first century of the Collegiate Cup. Once he gets his eye, and he's such an attractive batter to watch. Both these batters are just brilliant in what they do. That's why this is probably one of the most dangerous opening combinations in the league. On the pads, think sliding down leg, the umpire reckons. They sneak through for a quick single. Meanwhile, in the game at the other ground, we have George Washington University taking on the University of Pittsburgh. GWU putting on 98 in 10 overs. And the Pitt Panthers currently 44 for 1 in 4, needing 55 in 6 overs, with Omkar Zope still out there batting on 23. Oh, that's a run-out opportunity. Direct hit, and he's gone. What a throw from square leg. And Rishi is run out for just 7. Unbelievable fielding. Flicks it into the leg side. There's no run there. Straight to the fielder. I don't know where Rishi was going. Sent back by Nitish. And a direct hit means he's short of his ground. Excellent throw. Outstanding fielding. And that is a massive, massive wicket. That's the MVP of the Southern Championship, walking back for just 7. A huge wicket in the context of the game. The Bulldogs, 13 for 1. Rishi goes back for 7. Flicked away, this time over the square leg fielder for his first boundary. Nitish seems to be unbothered by the wicket. He's still going to play his natural game. It's a good length delivery on the pads, but that's just picked up so beautifully over square leg for a 4. And he's underway again. Love Patel running in again. But this time short and wide. Poor delivery, and it's smacked wide of long off for another boundary. Short and wide, that one. And with the form Nitish is in, that is just a freebie for him. Back-to-back boundaries send the over. The Georgia Bulldogs, 21 for 1 after 2. Puneet to bowl out. Oh, that's a good delivery. Pitching on our middle stump. Just seaming way slightly towards off. Perfect delivery with the ball being in new condition. Dhanush, the new batter out there. The last over of the power play, I think best thing for him to do would be to get Nitish on strike and let him capitalize on the field restrictions. He's the informed batter. Short and wide. And there's a fielder out there. They'll come back for two though. Good running. Another good ball, top of off there. Just fended back. Good length delivery again and punched into the offside, and they sneak through for another quick single. Gets Nitish on strike for the last two balls of the power play. Well, that's dragged towards the leg side. And over the long on boundary for 6. Between long on and deep mid wicket. Dragged down ball that. And that's just too easy for a player who's in such pristine form. His first maximum of the game. And the team's first maximum as well. Nitish moves to 17. Remember, he got a stunning century in their first game. This one punched into the offside. Fielder traces it down for a single. But that keeps Nitish on strike. After 3, the University of Georgia, 31 for 1. $31 for 1 and 3. Are the Georgia Bulldogs. Dhruv, the new bowler, into the attack. Left arm orthodox. Can he stop Nitish? Oh, flicked straight down the ground. Has he stopped it? No, it's a misfield. How'd that go for 4? Looked to be just a punch down the ground. But somehow it's gone all the way to the boundary. Long on was very wide. And that's another boundary for Nitish. His third 4 to go along with a maximum. Cut away. Straight to the fielder for a single. That gets Dhanush on strike. driven. A stunning shot that. Just went for it with no half measures and spanked it over the extra cover fielder. Not that full, but just going through the shot, committing to it fully and spanking it into the gap. And there's no chance for anyone out there. Cut away straight to backward point though. No run. It's a good delivery, good comeback. Cramping the batter up. Driven again. This time the fielder with an excellent stop. Saving a boundary over there. And that's 3 dots to end the over. Good comeback from Dhruv after going for 9 in his first 3 deliveries. The end of 4, Georgia 40 for 1. Right. New bowler. The leg spinner, Aditya Sriram. He's one of the leading wicket takers in the Atlantic Championship. Well, that's a poor start though. Wide down the leg side. They'll come back for 2 as well. Bowled brilliantly in the Atlantic Championship. And he'd want to make sure he has a good outing here in the Collegiate Cup. Cut away, but straight to the fielder. Oh, straight back to the bowler. And he has his first wicket, does Aditya. Looking to hack it across the line was Dhanush. And just a leading edge straight back to the bowler for the simplest of catches. And a second one falls now for Georgia. It's Dhanush who's gone, and it's 44 for 2. Aditya to continue. Oh, cleaned him up. First ball. And right on middle stump, quicker through the air. Rushing the batter with the extra pace. The batter just going on the back foot. And playing all over that one. And Akhilesh out for a duck. And the bowler on a hat-trick now, just carrying on from where he left off in the regionals. Excellent delivery, just pushed it through quicker. The batter just didn't seem like he was ready for that. Just got hurried onto the back foot. Driven straight to the fielder on the deep. Pranav, the captain of the side, in currently. There's a bit of pressure. They're under pressure here. The Georgia side, 3 down very early. And it looks like they're going to need Nitish to play another solid innings for them to put up a good score. Well, that's straight down the ground. No chance for long on. Diving to try and get there, but that was just hit so hard. Tossed up and just smacked straight past the umpire. Had to duck there, the umpire. Looked like it would have taken his head out otherwise. But a successful over from Aditya. 2 wickets off of it. At the end of 5, it's 49 for 3, the Georgia Bulldogs. Sumer, the new bowler, into the attack. He was terrific for Rutgers in the Atlantic Championship. Very economical. Can he continue building the pressure here? That's swept away. In the air. And has that gone all the way? No. Just inside. One bounce to the boundary. But a good-looking shot from Pranav. No one behind square on the leg side, and he just places it to perfection to bring up the 50 for the Georgia Bulldogs. And we're back with a stunning shot. And even better fielding there to stop the boundary. Saved a certain 4 there. Saved 2 runs for the team. Brilliant cricket all around on that delivery. 6 gone. The University of Georgia 62 for 3. 13 off the previous over. Aditya to continue. Took 2 wickets in his first. Can he take more here? Tossed up again, straight down the ground. But long on's pretty straight, so he'll come around to it. And that puts Nitish back on strike though. He's looking so good yet again. Can he finish like he did in the previous game for the team? No, he can't! Because Aditya has cleaned him all ends up to pick up another massive, massive wicket and probably dent the hopes of Georgia with that one. What a big wicket that is. The centurion of the previous game has been knocked over, and you can see what it means to the Rutgers team. They're celebrating it completely. It's a massive, massive wicket. It's Nitish who has to go back for just 30. He can't finish off the innings like he did in the first game they played. He's gone for 30, and the Bulldogs are in some trouble now at 62 for 4. Rutgers on top at the moment. Three wickets for just 10 runs. What a game-changing spell this is turning out to be from Aditya. He's carrying on his excellent form from the regionals into the Collegiate Cup. And he has dented such a formidable batting lineup like the Georgia one and put them under so much pressure here. Manchet, the new batter, in. Flick straight to the fielder, dot ball. Pressure on the new batter now. Now is the real test for the Georgia Bulldogs. How will they cope with it? The top order is back in the dugout. That's a wide. They sneak through for a bye. But it'll be interesting to see how their lower middle order can bail them out of this situation. Remember though, they defended 67 runs in a game in the Southern Championship against Georgia Tech. So they have a really good bowling lineup as well. It's not going to be easy chasing against them, but they'd want to definitely push towards 100 or 110. A cutaway into the gap. Excellently played that from the captain, and he comes back for 2. He's looking good so far, 15 from just 8. Offended to third man, and they sneak through for a quick single. Pranav keeps the strike with that. One ball remaining in Aditya's spell. Can he strike once more and really cause some more panic? 68 for 4 with a ball to go. Can he get a 4-fer? Oh, so close. But it beats the bat. At the end of 7, UGA 68 for 4. Punched through to the covers. It'll just be one there. And another one falls for the Georgia side. Half their side out now as Sumer gets his first breakthrough. Manchet gone without scoring. And they're in actually some trouble now at 69 for 5 with 15 deliveries to go. The lower order being exposed here for the Georgia Bulldogs. How many can they get to? It's been a stellar bowling display from Rutgers after what looked to be a promising start. They've just lost their way of Georgia, the few wickets. Sujay, the new batter, in. Can he support his captain in trying to get to a decent total? Driven in the gap. A good effort from extra cover. The fielder at long off keeps it to 2. Sujay off the mark with that. Single to end the 8th. The end of 8. University of Georgia at Athens side are 72 for 5. They desperately need a good finish to try and push as close to that 3 figures mark as possible. You can see beautiful stadium here in Broward County under lights and a fascinating game taking place. It's a beautiful scene under lights. Lush outfield. Lovely to play cricket here in these conditions. And we have a great match on our hands as well between 2 wonderful sides who have played terrific cricket to get into this collegiate cup. Looks like it's going to be Love Patel to bowl his second one, the penultimate over of the game. Love into the attack. Meanwhile, in the other game between George Washington University and University of Pittsburgh, Pitt needs 6 from 2 balls to win, going down to the wire there. 2 teams from the Atlantic Championship going at it, and it's a thriller. And coming back here, an appeal for LBW, but umpire reckons it's not going on to hit the stumps. Now 4 from 1. The University of Pittsburgh needs to beat George Washington University. We've had some absolute thrillers in this tournament. And that one's shaping up to be another one. What a game. Going down to the last ball. Still don't know which way it's going to go. Oh, run out opportunity here. Not quite. And it's a dot ball. It's a good start to the over for the bowling side. Just one run off the first two. Can he knock Pranav over here? Oh, scoops. Doesn't quite get a whole lot on it, but there's no fine leg, so any bat there, and there's runs on offer. They come back for two, and Pranav keeps the strike, which is good for the Georgia side. An update on the other game. George Washington University have won by 2 runs. Went down till the final delivery, but the University of Pittsburgh team falls just short of the target. Unable to chase 99 and falling short by just 2. A humdinger of a game there. We're hoping that this game is as close, if not closer than that one. It's shaping up to be a really, really tight game, this. 2 really good sides going at it. And we're in for a very, very good game to end the day. Hit over the boundary, straight down the ground for 6. What a shot that from Pranav. Full ball in the slot, and he climbs into it. Slower one, waited for it, and smacked it straight over the boundary for his first maximum. He moves to 25 from just 13, and he's playing a captain's knock here for his side after they were in quite a bit of trouble. Oh, this one's flicked in the air. Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has. What a shot that from Pranav. Just a flick of the wrist, that. Nothing much more. But he timed it so well, and it somehow carries. Looked like that was just a chip, but timed it to perfection. And it goes all the way. Can't believe that's gone for 6. Unbelievable shot. And now the Georgia side is getting to a good total here with a very good innings from their captain. Last ball is over, coming up. Driven into the deep. And they'll just take a single. Keeps Pranav on strike, which is really good for them. A massive over that. 17 off that one. At the end of 9, the Georgia Bulldogs are 89 for 5. You'd think 100 to 105 would be a really good effort from the position they were in and be very competitive with their excellent bowling lineup. Can they get to 100 though? Or can the Rutgers bowlers limit them in this last over? Last over. And hit down to long off. And Pranav off strike here. It's Dhruv bowling the final one. Right, Sujay on strike now. Oh, and he pauses in his action and cleans him up. slight pause in his action, similar to Usman Tariq. And the batter looking to smack him out the ground, but just missing it all together and cleaning him up. What an Usman Tariq type delivery to get the wicket from Dhruv. And a new batter in. That keeps Pranav off strike. Oh, swung away. Not in control, but there's no fine leg. Keeper running after it himself. And they come back for 3, and Dhruv back on strike. Beg your pardon, Pranav back on strike with that. .93 now the score with 3 deliveries left. Can Pranav propel them to 100? Should give them a pretty decent shot. A full ball. Smacked into the leg side. There's a fielder out there though, but they're going to come back for 2. It's going to be tough. And a wild throw from the deep means they come back. Should have been gone. But a poor throw. And Pranav still out there for the last 2 deliveries. 95 now. 1 hit away from 100. Can Pranav deliver that blow? Oh, yorked him up. Excellent bowling, and he doesn't want the single. He wants to face the final delivery to try and hit it out the park and bring up the 100. It's been a terrific final over, though. Just 6 runs off of it. Can he end it well without the boundary, Dhruv? That's what he'll be hoping for. 100 is a psychological advantage in a 10-over game. They'd want to get there, will Georgia. Last ball of the innings coming up. Looks to pull. And he's been cleaned up. So another wicket for Dhruv. He gets the captain Pranav, but a magnificent knock. 35 from just 18, giving his side a chance in this game. Looking to pull on that occasion and missing it altogether. So excellent last over from Dhruv. Just 6 runs off of it and 2 wickets. And at the end of 10, the Georgia Bulldogs end with 95 runs on the board. As far as their batting is concerned, it was mainly Nitish and Pranav doing the bulk of the scoring and taking them to this total of 95. As far as the Rutgers bowlers are concerned, Aditya was the pick of them. 3 for 15 in 2 overs, taking the big wicket of Nitish. And Dhruv with a terrific final over, just limiting it to 6 runs and making sure the Georgia side does not go past 100. So Rutgers will need 96 runs in their 10 overs to win their first game of the competition and consign the Georgia Bulldogs to their first loss of the competition. Can they do it? We're in for a cracking next 10 overs and a thrilling finish under the lights here in Broward County Stadium. Stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly. This live broadcast of the Collegiate Cup, hosted by the Collegiate Cricket League, is made possible only by supporters of college cricket and viewers like you. Your contributions help bring the vision of college cricket to life by elevating student athletes and making live coverage, commentary, and new opportunities possible for the entire global cricket community. If you are enjoying this and would like to help us grow the game we love so much, please consider making a contribution at www.collegiatecricket.com. Again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com. Your small contributions can make such a big impact in helping us grow college cricket around the nation. So please do offer your support in discovering talents across the college circuit in the United States. We've seen so many talents on show already, and we'd love to discover more and bring more of them out to you. So please do support us. We'll be back with the chase very shortly. We're back for the chase. And do we have a wicket off the first ball? Yes, we do. Abhiram gets a wicket off the very first delivery. Let's look at that again, short and wide. And just chopped onto the stumps. And the batter's in shock of how that happened. Looked to be a pretty simple delivery, that short and wide, just batter making a complete meal of that. And a very first ball wicket for Abhiram. He was brilliant in the Southern Championship. And he's been brilliant. And he's taken a first ball wicket. And that's just so much pressure on the batting side straight away. Muhammad gone for a duck. Rutgers, one down without score on the board. Love the new batter to the crease. He's basically out there opening the first ball wicket, but with the added pressure of a wicket that's fallen. Right, how does he approach this? 96 the target for Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's not going to be easy against a quality Georgia bowling attack. Spearheaded by this guy on your screen, Abhiram. Simply outstanding with the new ball. And he's charging in again. Oh, drifting on the pass this time, but bringing this one back in. He can swing it both ways, Abhiram, and he is lethal with this new ball, especially considering under the lights, night sky. You can expect that ball to move a bit more under lights. It's not going to be easy playing him in these conditions. That's why I said 96 is, although might not seem to be that high, with this bowling attack, could be enough. Running in again. With driven. But there's a fielder out there in the deep. And it'll just be one. Gets off the mark with that love. And that gets Adiran on strike. He's been one of the best batters for Rutgers. Scored 49 in their previous game, unbeaten, in that tight super over loss to UMich. They'd want to overcome that loss and win this game here against a strong Georgia side. Adiran playing his first ball. On a good delivery. Squares him up. But he gets it into the offside and they sneak through for a quick single to get off the mark. Driven into the offside again for a single. Last ball of the over. It's been a really good one. And looking to cut that, but missing it altogether. An outstanding start from Abhiram, beg your pardon. A wicket off the very first ball and just 3 runs from it. The perfect start for the Bulldogs. It's 3 for 1 in 1. One shovel to the leg side and they come through for a single. Now Pranav, the skipper, off spinner into the attack. So interesting, a pacer spinner combination with the new ball for the Bulldogs. Remember, they defended 67 against Georgia Tech in the Southern Championship. So they're a really good bowling unit that backed their skills with the ball. They have 95 on the board. They definitely believe that this is more than enough for them. But the Rutgers side has a good batting lineup as well. It's going to be a really tight one, this. Short ball, looking to pull, missing it. Another dot ball. The pressure is slowly building on the Scarlet Knights. Oh, cut away. Into the gap and to the boundary it goes. First boundary for Adiran there. Slightly too short, slightly too wide. And Adiran, in the form he's in, quick to pounce on it and send it to the boundary. This one fired in through the keeper. Oh, looks to pull. Could have easily snuck underneath the bat through the stumps, but the batter survives. It's been a good over from Pranav so far, though, despite the boundary. They're guided, but straight to the fielder this time as they come through for a single. A good over, though, from the bowling side's point of view. Just 6 off of it. Rutgers, 9 for 1 in 2 overs. Abhiram to bowl out. And a good ball. Top of middle stump there. But well played by Adiran to guide it for a single. Oh, angling into the pads again. This one whipped away. The fielder in the circle covers it, and it'll just be a single. So very, very good start for the Georgia Bulldogs. They've kept these Rutgers batters quiet and have given nothing for them to work with. Just the one boundary so far in the innings. And they're doing a good job in their defense of a pretty moderate total at the moment. Well, that's up in the air. How far has that gone? It's not gone far enough. And it's taken. And Abhiram strikes again. His second wicket. And he's pumped up. And rightfully so. It's the big wicket of Adiran. Looking to hit it straight down the ground and getting it high on the bat. And it ends up going straight up in the air. And that's a big, big wicket. It's Adiran, the informed batter who's gone for 7. And now Rutgers are in some serious trouble at 11 for 2. Abhiram with his second wicket. And he's doing the damage with the new ball like he always does. Brilliant this. He just continues to impress. And he's put his side in a great position with his new ball heroics yet again. New batter in. Oh! So close to getting a first ball wicket. Arvind, the new man, in. And seemed like that one kept low after pitching, and somehow Arvind managed to get some bat to it. Otherwise, that was crashing into off stump. Oh, short and wide, looking to cut, but underneath the bat again. Looks like there definitely is some bounce issues, just keeping a touch low this pitch. We've seen the ball beat the bat underneath the bat on quite a few occasions today. I think just keeping a touch low, that's enough for the bowlers to make an impact. Well, looks to pull, sliding down leg. They sneak through for a bye as well on the wide, so he's going to have to re-bowl that as Abhiram. A slight blemish in what's otherwise been a terrific spell of fast bowling. He's put his side in great position here. Last ball of his spell. Can he take one more? Oh, jagging back in. Sharply, that one, after pitching. But slides down leg, and there's overthrows. Unnecessary from the Bulldogs there, and they come back for two. Just not needed. But the Rutgers team will take it any way they come. That's the end of Abhiram's spell. 2 for 7 in his 2. Another terrific performance from him. The Scarlet Knights 15 for 2 in 3 overs. The end of the power play means we see spin. And it's the Southern MVP Rishi Pandey who's going to be bowling. Was brilliant with the ball, one of their highest wicket takers after Abhiram, the Southern Championship. And it's not going to get any easier for Rutgers with him bowling. Oh, that one seemed to have kept low. And somehow Aravind managed to get back to that also. But that could have easily snuck onto the stumps. Definitely some invariable bounce here on this pitch. We've had 6 games being played, so definitely maybe a bit of slowness creeping in. Well, looks to cut. Not making contact though. Definitely pitch might be a bit more worn out than it was at the start of the day. Looks to sweep, no timing whatsoever. You've seen the last couple of games, batters have found it a bit harder. Arvind on strike. He can hit a long ball. Oh, is that out? Huge appeal, but the umpire might think it's sliding down leg. Let's look at that one again. Yeah, I reckon sliding down leg with the angle. Didn't really turn back. Just went on with the angle. Good decision from the umpire. Oh, tossed up, drilled down the ground. But long off gets around to it. Swept away. Straight to deep mid-wicket though. It'll just be one. An economical over from Rishi. Excellent bowling from him. Just 4 off of that one. 19 for 2 and 4 now. Rutgers. They need 77 and 6 at close to 13 and over. The Bulldogs are showing why they're one of the best teams again here. You got a very solid bowling attack to go along with their explosive batting. And they're making a total of 95 look way larger than it actually is. Rutgers need impetus from somewhere. Can it come from Arvind? He's 2 off 5, but he can hit a very long ball. He's their power hitter. Can he get some impetus going in this innings and try and bring this required rate down? 77 and 36 is definitely possible. They just need 1 or 2 batters to get in there and get going pretty quickly here. And Nitish to bowl. Come through for a single. And that gets Arvind back on strike. Nitish has been a star with the bat for the Georgia Bulldogs, and now he has a job to do with the ball. Looks to pull. No timing whatsoever. It's a dot ball. Just firing it in is Nitish. Not giving the batters anything to get underneath. That's smart bowling. Don't want Arvind to get underneath any full ones. Oh, that's pulled away. There's a fielder out there though, and it's taken. And Nitish strikes with his very first over and gets the dangerous Arvind out for just 2. Once again, short ball fired in. Arvind going on the back foot, looking to pull. Just not getting enough on it though. And a safely held catch in the deep as number 3 falls for the Scarlet Knights. It's 20 for 3 in 4.3. The chase is just getting tougher and tougher for them. If you're enjoying today's match, consider supporting the Collegiate Cricket League. Your donations help cover streaming, production, facilities, and student media opportunities that make this coverage possible. We are so grateful to our sponsors and would appreciate your support to help us grow. If you'd love to see college cricket around the United States grow and see many more talents like the ones we're seeing on show, please check out www.collegiatecricket.com. That is www.collegiatecricket.com to donate today. We're seeing a very good game of cricket unfold here, and we can have so much more talents on show and many more good games of cricket like this and other games that we've seen if you can support us. So please do donate. Nitish is one of those stars we've seen. He's been brilliant. Played in the Under-19 World Cup for the United States. Scored a century for them as well. And here he is in the CCL. Well, that slapped into the offside. The fielder gets around to it, and they'll come back for a couple. A successful over for Nitish though. Just 4 runs off of it. Brilliant bowling. At the halfway point, Rutgers 23 for 3. They still need 73 from 5 overs. It's looking really tough. But it's still very much possible if one guy can get going. Just one big over and this game is back within sights. That's how they need to approach it. One 20-run over and the required rate comes down and the pressure's on the bowling side. Can they find that one big over though? Rishi bowling out here. And singles are not going to hurt the Georgia Bulldogs. Full ball swept into the leg side, but straight to the fielder out there for another single. Rishi just quietly doing a job again, being economical, and not letting the game drift away, but controlling the game in the middle phases. Love, 8 from 11, needs to get a move on. Looks to sweep. And no timing whatsoever again, and another single. Full again, looking for the sweep and missing out the batter. Rishi's maintained that full length throughout, but the batters have just not been able to get underneath it and capitalize. Just 5 singles off 5 balls. I said they needed a big over. Well, this is the opposite of that. The required rate is just continuing to shoot up. Last ball of Rishi's spell. Steps out, smacks it down the ground. And has it gone to the boundary? And I think he was in contact with the rope when he was fielding it. And the umpire gives it a boundary as well. So much needed boundary, but they're going to need so many more of those to stay in the hunt. The end of 6, Rutgers 31 for 3. They need 65 from 24. Going to take something really special against these Bulldogs bowlers. Do they have it in them? Nitish to bowl out. And just firing it in again. We're seeing 2 different types of spinners. Both operate successfully in this game so far. Rishi slower through the air, tossing it up, beating the batters in the flight. And Nitish just firing it in as fast as possible and giving the batters no time to react. And both of it has worked against this Rutgers team so far, who are staring at a 3rd loss in 3 games, barring something very special in these last 4 overs. This one stroked into the offside. Has he found a gap? I think it's some excellent fielding out there in the deep to keep that to 2. Bisected the fielders, but excellent tag team effort to save 2 runs for the team there. steps down the track, lofts it. Don't think he's got enough on that. Not a whole lot of timing. And I think the batter slipped at the non-striker's end, so couldn't come back for two. That's up in the air. Fielder settling underneath it. And an excellent catch. And he can be happy about that. It was not easy. Had to run in and settle himself underneath it. And he's taken a really good catch and made it look easy. And another one falls for the Scarlet Knights. And Nitish with a second wicket. If he's not doing it with the bat, he's doing it with the ball. And that's love gone for 10 from 15 deliveries. And things are just going south for Rutgers now. It's 35 for 4. They need 61 in 20. It's looking tougher and tougher by the ball. Fired in again, pulled away. Again, no timing as it just goes through for a single. Swept away. Straight to the fielder at long on though. And it'll just be one. That brings to an end a terrific spell from Nitish. 2 for 9 in his 2. And Rutgers at the end of 7 are 37 for 4. They're staring down at a hat-trick of losses here. 59 to win in 3 overs. Can they pull off something special? 18 deliveries to go. Right, 39 for 4 and 7. It's looking like really bleak for the Rutgers at the moment. It's been a very, very comprehensive bowling display from the Georgia Bulldogs. Put up 95 on the board. Looked like it was about par. But the bowlers have made it look way above par with a stellar display. No wonder they're one of the best teams and won the Southern Championship. That one sliced away. It's found a gap and it's racing away to the boundary. Is that the beginning of something? They're going to need a lot more of those if they want to stay anywhere near this total. It's been all Bulldogs in the first 7 overs of this chase. Pulls it away, but straight to long on for another single. Right, 50 to win in 15 now. Love, he's been out there for a bulk of the innings. Swept away. Well fielded at fine leg though, keeping it to just a single. Love's been out there played 16 deliveries. He's the one who has to find the boundary. He's yet to score a boundary in his 15 balls. Short looks to pull, gets the outer half of the bat. And it's just another single. These singles will not hurt the Georgia side at all. Last ball of the over. It's been a good one from Akhilesh. Can he end with a wicket? Well, spanks it to the offside. And is that a run out? Direct hit, but the batter was safe. Good fielding in the inner ring. .48 for 4 and 8. They've just about got half the runs they needed to, but they've taken 80% of the deliveries, unfortunately. And it's looking really difficult for them now. 48 to win in 2 overs. Pretty much every delivery needs to go to the boundary, or most of them do at least. It's going to be the captain, Pranav, to bowl out now. He's the reason they got to 95. Magnificent knock of 35 from just 19. They could have been easily at around 75 or 80 otherwise. That's a good start to the over for Rutgers. Full ball, and Love Patel sweeps it away to the boundary. Need to do that pretty much every delivery if they want to win. They come through for a quick single on that occasion. 43 from 10 now. Need to find the maximums. Where is it coming from? Where's the boundary coming from? Swung away and just edging it on to his pad. It's been a comprehensive display from the Georgia Bulldogs. Weren't at their convincing best with the bat, but they're showing they can find ways to win even when they're scrappy. And that's a sign of a really good team. And do we see a run out there? Yes. Looking to come back for 2, and he's run out in the process. Good fielding in the deep. And things are just falling apart now for the Scarlet Knights as another one bites the dust. Good collection from the keeper as well to effect the run out. And Rutgers 53 for 5 now. We're building the future of college cricket here through the Collegiate Cricket League. If you'd like to support these broadcasts and help us bring more matches live, please consider contributing at www.collegiatecricket.com. Once again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com. Even your smallest contributions can make a big impact in the growth of college cricket in the United States. And we're seeing so much talent on show. We've seen it in the regional championships, and we've seen it throughout today, and we'll see it in the upcoming days of the Collegiate Cup. And with your contributions, we'll only be able to bring out even more talent and even more competitive games of cricket at the college level and promote this wonderful sport across this wonderful country. So please do contribute in helping our cause. And just as we're talking about the quality of cricket, that was a quality bit of fielding out in the deep to save what looked to be a certain boundary. They've just been top-notch with the ball and in the field, have the Georgia Bulldogs. And they are defending a moderate total pretty convincingly and are showing their bowling might here. This is a message for other teams that they're not only a really good batting side, but they got a very cohesive bowling unit as well, led by an excellent captain. 42 needed in the last over now. Pretty much done and dusted this game. Right, last over. Swept away. And he'll run away to the boundary. So just some net run rate, saving runs towards the back end of this game here. Akhilesh bowling out. He bowled left arm orthodox in his first over, and now coming right arm around the wicket. An ambidextrous bowler, bowling with both hands. It's a special skill. This one pulled away. And it'll just be one. Something very cool to see though. Someone who can bowl with both their left and right hands. Not something common at all, so it's great to see this kind of talent being promoted at the Collegiate Cricket League. And slides that one just down the leg, given wide. Drifting across the off stump on that occasion. The Rutgers losing 3 on the bounce here. It's going to be really tough for them to recover. They're going to have to come back tomorrow, though, and treat it as a fresh day. It's been a bad day for them, but they know they have the pieces in their side to win games. They're just going to have to come back strong. They finished second in the Atlantic Championship. They're a quality side, but it just hasn't been their day today. And Akhilesh gets a breakthrough. He gets his first wicket. And that's Love Patel, who has to depart for 24. A simple stumping for the keeper. And number 6 falls for Rutgers University. They're falling well short of their target now. And the Bulldogs have just flexed their might on yet another opposition. Right, last ball of the match coming up. It's been a very, very convincing display from the Georgia Bulldogs. They're gonna go 2-2, it looks like, with this victory. Final ball. And it's a dot ball, and that is the end of this match. The University of Georgia at Athens have thumped Rutgers University by 34 runs. A convincing victory for the Georgia Bulldogs. Won the toss, chose to bat first, put up 95 on the board with Nitish and Pranav carrying the batting effort. Didn't know if it would be enough at one stage, but in the end, they've comfortably won this game by 34, restricting Rutgers to just 61. Abhiram and Nitish, the stars with the ball. Abhiram doing the damage up front and really denting that top order, and Nitish performing in the middle overs. The Georgia Bulldogs beat the Rutgers Scarlet Knights by 34 runs in this game and go 2 from 2, while the Rutgers have lost 3 of all their 3 games and have a lot of soul searching to do before tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with the next league games. We had a cracking day of play today, and we'll have even better games tomorrow. We'll catch you then. See you tomorrow.